Literally, every time you have a thought, ask this question: who speaks this? And you'll find there's nobody there. There's nobody there. It's just energy moving through your head. That's it. Hey everyone, Katka here. If you are here to get rid of a lot of that mental noise, a lot of the pain and suffering you're going through in your mind, you are in the right place. I am a mindfulness teacher. You guys know that's my core teaching. And today I want to show you a few ways in which you can completely eliminate that noise and come to a place of stillness, trust, and peace. And so let's get started immediately. So, no matter where you are in your journey, if you're trying to reach your goals, if you're trying to manifest, if you're headed towards enlightenment, whatever it is, dealing with negative thoughts is very important in all of these different areas, right? So, let's start with understanding who we were when we were born first, okay? So, when we were born, we were just pure awareness, meaning we didn't have a mind, we were just aware. Okay, we were aware of a hand coming to feed us. We were aware of different sounds and colors and sights. We were just aware. There was no understanding yet. Okay, we call this awareness, also known as your true self. Okay, I'll tell you why. Now, over time, you started having experiences. Okay, I've put this as a small circle inside your big awareness circle because experiences, you're aware of them. Right now, you're having an experience. You're watching this video. You're aware that you're watching a video. So you are aware of the experience. That's why I'm putting the small circle inside of the big circle. So you started having experiences in your life. Then after that, those experiences formed thoughts. Okay, thoughts, ideas, concepts, identity, who you think you are, all of these things. Okay, we call this the mind. Okay, this is called the mind. Now, if you notice, I didn't say this is who you are. I just said we have a mind. I didn't say you are your mind. I said we have a mind. How do I know that? Because you're aware of thoughts moving through your head. You're aware of things going on in your mind. That's why it's still inside the awareness circle. Because of these thoughts, you also started having, they're kind of connected with each other. We call this emotions. Okay. This is very human, it's very natural to have emotions. But again, emotions are also inside of your awareness because you're aware that you're feeling certain way. You're aware that you have certain emotions. You're not unaware of it, you know, you feel it, it's there. So it's in your awareness, okay? Emotions. And then you also have your behavior. You are aware of different behavior that goes on within you and outside of you. So the way you behave in life, you're aware of that because you can see it. I'm holding a pen. This is a behavior. So behavior is also inside of the awareness circle. And you have one more thing inside the awareness circle, and that is your physical body. You are aware that you have a physical body. You are aware of your left hand, your right leg, your head, your hair. You're aware of all of that. That's why you're aware of everything. It's inside your awareness. You're aware of your experiences, your thoughts, emotions, behavior, and body. Now, your body is a very impermanent thing. Okay? Why is it impermanent? Because your body changes. When you were a baby, you had a different body. Today, you have a different body. Your cells are regenerating. Things are changing constantly. So your body is very impermanent. Behavior changes all the time. The way we behaved when we were teenagers is different from how we behave today. So this is also impermanent. Okay, this is also impermanent. It keeps changing. It keeps changing. Emotions change all the time. One day you're feeling something, the next day you're feeling something, the third day you're feeling something. So emotions come and go as well. So this is also impermanent. Impermanent. Okay? Thoughts, they are constantly coming and going. They're constantly changing. There's always something. Yesterday you were thinking about some food. Today you're thinking about this video. Thoughts also are not permanent. They may reoccur, but they keep coming and going. So we call this also impermanent. Okay? Experiences are constantly changing. Right now you're watching a video. After this you're going to be doing something else. Different things happen to you throughout the day. So experiences also come and go. This is also impermanent. But the only thing that is permanent in all of this is your awareness. You're aware of all of this coming and going. You're aware of all of this happening. But the awareness doesn't die. Which means if I cleared off all your thoughts and all your emotions and all your memory, will you disappear? Will you stop existing? You're still here as awareness. You're always here. If I take off your left hand, will you stop existing? No, you're still here as the awareness. Always here. You're listening. Something in you is aware of me speaking. If I switch off your mind right now, you're still here, aware of me speaking. Whether you have a mind, whether you have emotion, behavior, none of that is you. Because the only thing that is permanent in all of this is your true self, which is the awareness, the one who is witnessing all of this happening. Now the problem is we think we are the mind. We think we are our emotions. So we say, I'm a depressed person. That's not even remotely close. You are the awareness experiencing depression. You are not depressed. You are the awareness experiencing these thoughts in your mind. You are not the mind. Now, before we get to how to stop these thoughts, please let me know if you're following me so far. If you're following me, if you're understanding, just type, I am not my mind. I have a mind. Type it out. I am not the mind. I have a mind. That itself will give you distance between you and your thoughts, because your thoughts are not your thoughts. They're just thoughts. Okay, if you got that, just type that. They're not my thoughts. They are just thoughts. They're like things going in the stream of water. They're not yours. Don't make it yours. They're just thoughts. Now, whenever a negative thought comes up, whenever overthinking happens, there are two ways in which you can deal with it. Either at the level of thought, okay, so this can be our first thing we can do, or at the level of emotion. And I'll tell you how to do either one of these. So the first one is at the level of thought. What you can do is ask, every time you have a thought, look at that thought and ask that thought, who speaks this? Literally, every time you have a thought, ask this question, who speaks this? And you'll find there's nobody there. There's nobody there. It's just energy moving through your head. That's it. If you don't question the thought, you'll believe it, and then you'll get into depression, anxiety, all of those different things. But if you literally stop and ask, who's thinking this? You'll realize there's nobody there. It's just some ideas, some programs in your mind. But you're not your mind. So you're always free. If you understood this, type, I'm always free in the comments. So who speaks this? That's your first technique, is to question and say, who speaks this? The fact that there's nobody there and there's nobody answering, you immediately go back to a still awareness space. You're safe, you're quiet, you're peaceful, you have trust that things will work out. Because nature always works out. The second way in which you can stop the overthinking and negative noise is, underneath your negative thoughts is negative emotions. Which means if you have a fearful thought, underneath that there is nervousness in the body. Your body is not in a blissful state. It is in some sort of crunched up nervous state. Find that emotion. Ask, where in my body can I find this fear? Or where in my body can I find this anger? Or where in my body can I find this jealousy or upset or whatever emotion you're going through? Try to find it in your physical body. And then sit and watch that. Okay, this is watching as the awareness, no judgment, no resistance. Okay, just pure watching. Watch that emotion in the body, those sensations. We call this pain body work in mindfulness. Okay, watch these sensations and just keep breathing. And soon you'll notice that these sensations stop and they release. It's just energy going from one form to another form. That is all it is. So how do you stop your negative thinking? Either by questioning who's the one speaking and realizing there's nobody there. It's just noise in your head. And then you go back to a place of quiet. This happens automatically when you ask this question. Or go underneath, go into your body and notice the emotions underneath that thought and sit with that emotion without judgment. Okay, so NJ is for non-judgment. If you're following me, type NJ in the comments. Okay, and NR, which is for non-resistance. You don't say, why am I having this thought? This is a bad thought. Stop this thought. I'm trying to stop it. It's not stopping. We're not doing all of that. We're just watching the sensations underneath the thought. That's it. Keep breathing. And you'll find that the sensation leaves your body and puts you back in that quiet, peaceful awareness state. You have a mind, you can use your mind for great things. But if you identify with your mind, with this impermanent thing, you will get sucked and locked into all of your thoughts and then suffer because of that. I hope you guys are learning something. Mindfulness is a very deep science. I have something to help you out if you're interested in studying this further. Give me a moment. I'm just going to show my face now. This here is the very essence of the mindfulness practice. Now, if you're curious and you want to know more about mindfulness, I have to pitch one thing in here, and that is the upcoming mindfulness webinar, which is happening on the 19th of July 2020, this Sunday at 4:30 p.m. I invite all of you who need that clearing, which is pretty much everyone on planet Earth, to come for this webinar. You have two parts. It's a webinar, so you have two parts. The knowledge part, we're learning three major secrets, and then you also have the opportunity to join us further for studies, which you don't have to. There's enough for you to take with the knowledge parts and start practicing on your own. So the three things you're going to learn in the knowledge part of the webinar is how to stay calm and unaffected no matter what is going on in your life. The second one is how to clean yourself of all forms of inner negativity, all that fear, all that negativity, jealousy, anger, past traumas. Release all of that, fear of the future, all of it gone. How do you do that? With mindfulness. And the third one is how to manifest the life that you do want to live with mindfulness. These are the three things we're going to discuss in the knowledge section of the webinar, after which we will be opening up slots for people to join us in further training. It's totally up to you, whichever you choose, but either way, it's going to be a value add into your day, into your life. And some of you are in that part of your journey where you're really ready to walk into these things and really grow and expand as a person. So we want to be there for you when you make that decision and support you through the whole thing. So that is the mindfulness coming up on 19th of July. I look forward to seeing you there, 4:30 p.m. Indian time, okay, Indian Standard Time. And so if you liked videos like this where we talk a little bit more about mindfulness, which is my core field of teaching, I would like you to give a big thumbs up to this video so that I know that you guys are interested in releasing your suffering, and so I can make more videos on this topic. So I love you guys. Make sure to give this video a like, share it, subscribe, and I look forward to seeing you in another video. Have a fantastic week ahead, and namaste.